So yeah, so we are going to be reported, then cut, then confirm with you, and then we publish it. And now online. Okay. The third day of Metaverse Fashion Week has come, and happy us, we are opening this day with a great leader, cool representative of legacy fashion brand, but 100% involved in all the best directions of what we call smart fashion. That means connection of technology, of state-of-the-art innovations and tech solutions, and fashion. Sylwia Szymczyk from Timberland. Yeah. So happy us to have you, Sylwia. Thank you. So please tell your background, tell your expectations, your vision, and tell us about the 2025 year coming in fashion. Yeah. So some people say that it will be a tough year for fashion industry. Some say no, it's a year of hope. Please bring us your point of view. What do you think about the perspectives? Yeah.
Thank you for thank you for your invitation. The first thing I wanted to say. So I am Sylwia Szymczyk. I am working in digital product creation team in Timberland. And what we are doing is basically connecting the physical fashion with digital one. And we are focusing mostly on product development process. And I would say that this is the most forgotten part by tech startups in fashion field because everyone's focus on visuals, which is great because I mean that totally makes sense. Companies are spending a lot of money on marketing, so this is the first market startups and digital fashion designers want to go. But actually, if fashion companies won't start to use digital tools and digitize their product development process, they will never go to the marketing using those tools and using those assets because it's simply much more expensive than using physical ones. And then also, it's really difficult to explain to traditional fashion companies, and we are talking about the most of fashion companies, how those tools can help them if there is no proof of concept. Like it's hard to say spend some millions on those tools and they have no idea what will happen. They have no idea how it will look like. If they will start small from product development process, then they simply move those assets into marketing, which means it costs them less. And it's also the natural evolution of digitalization of fashion industry. That's why I am working in this part, because I strongly believe that this is the only way to make fashion industry more innovative. If we talk about the future and the 2025, in fashion industry, I honestly believe that the future of fashion industry are small and medium enterprises. Even if I am working in corporate, even if I am working in huge fashion brand, I believe that small and medium fashion enterprises are the ones that will be able to embrace technology first and that have to win most from that, because I have long traction as a freelancer. I worked with a lot of small fashion brands and most of them fail. Like they deliver one or two collections and they are out of the market because they can't compete or they couldn't compete with big fashion brands earlier. Today, things are changing with technology, and technology is always more accessible to everyone. There is a lot of tools that have pricing which small companies can afford. So I oversee the 2025 as a year when technology companies like tech startups will start to look at smaller fashion companies because there is a huge volume there. 90% of fashion companies globally are small and medium enterprises. So I can see the reason to focus only on huge enterprises, only on corporates, where fashion tech is missing a huge piece of market. This will need definitely a lot of change management, a lot of awareness around technology, and a lot of simplifying, because probably it's easier to talk with big fashion companies where probably there is already someone inside who is speaking this language and who is understanding how technology can help with processes. It's often a little bit different with smaller companies where maybe there are 10 people and all of them are legacy fashion, so all of them are using traditional tools, but it can be done. I am speaking through my LinkedIn to this kind of audience, and I see a great response. I see a lot of people contacting me, talking with me, starting to understand how it will be helpful to them. So yeah, this is what I believe 2025 will be for the fashion industry, and I really hope in that.
Cool. Thank you for your explanation. Yeah, and how about DPPs? Yeah, so should these innovations, this regulation, European one, yeah, should it foster the implementation of smart fashion, of connection of technology, potentially AI, blockchain, Web3, crypto, whatever? Yeah, so through the PN,
So digital product
uh-huh.
passports are a huge opportunity, and I believe it can be also a great push with bigger fashion brands, because in Europe they have to start to think about that. So there is a huge opportunity for blockchain, for Web3 there, and we need technologies that really help with transparency of fashion supply chain, because we still don't have it. Like, fashion companies are gatekeeping who is producing to them, where they are sourcing their materials, where they are sourcing their manufacturers, their accessories. And it's not like in a lot of cases, it's because they treat us as industry secret. Like, they don't want to know who is producing for them. But the other reason is that, unfortunately, there is a lot of gray zones there. And this is what digital product passport was supposed to solve. And technology can really help with that, but like massively, because if we start, we can use 3D assets as a kind of carrier of all informations. If you start your design and product development process using 3D, you have all informations about the garment in one place. You can use it as a collaboration tool with all stakeholders, and you can use it as a base for your digital product passport, because with all that information, it can be all connected. And I oversee the huge opportunity for blockchain there.
Okay,
Probably, and I think all solutions for digital product passports today are based already in blockchain.
no, that's good. That's very good news. But do we already have some mass adopted solutions for the integration of DPP? So
I don't think so. I never heard yet about the big fashion company that already released a fully functional digital product passport. But I have seen a lot of startups that are working on that. So I assume that this is something that we don't know yet, because it's not yet ready, but a lot of fashion companies are working on that already, because it have to be done by 2027. And it's not that much time for big fashion company.
27 or 26?
I heard about 1st January 27.
Oh,
that it will be mandatory.
yes, it
Then
will be obligatory.
the period of adoption is from 25 to 26.
Yes, so that means next year. So
Exactly.
so,
That means in 1 month we
yeah.
have to start.
So, we have lots of community questions to you. Yeah. So, and like 50% of these questions at the end of the day end up with 1 point. Give us some prediction for the innovation and fashion collaboration for 2025. So you already started answering this question. Yeah. So like through the DPP regulations potentially. Yeah. So maybe not just by this way, but what will happen quite specifically? Yeah, so DPP, okay, so that brings blockchain to fashion on the mass
Yeah,
scale
that
level. Yeah, okay. The
I
next,
also hope in much better use of Web3, of virtual reality, extended
Mhm.
reality experiences in fashion together with digital product passport, because if we want to be sustainable, honestly, the only sustainable garment is the one that not exist physically. So all companies that want to call themselves sustainable need to develop some external experiences, something that is an addition to physical garments that somehow prolong its life. Because if our customers, to have an experience, have to buy physical garment only, we won't ever be sustainable. If we can sell the physical garment together with its digital counterpart, with its digital twin, that it's bringing some kind of experiences that can be repeated over and over, the life of this garment is much longer, and our customer feels rewarded even without buying the new physical garment. And companies can charge for that. Like, nobody said that those experiences have to be for free. They can be paid, but they have to deliver something that customer really want. And I would love to see more validation in this field. I would love to see more companies that are trying to provide different kind of experiences. And just do it. Just try it. If it's not validated, that's fine. We will find better idea. But right now, I see companies like, they are always trying the same things. Probably that because those things somehow work, but most likely they are not work for the very, very wide audience. Gen Z is in metaverses, but millennials are not. So we have to find some experiences that are also relevant to people that, are living in physical world, but still are using technology. Because I am a millennial, but I am buying everything already through social media. I am not watching any e-commerce anymore. So this is a kind of digital experience, and this is the way how you can sell digital experiences using social media that everyone is using today. You can, I don't know, I have no ideas right now, but let's say if I can have some additional shots of me with the garment using digital only photo shootings, why not?
Yeah, and the next question is why twins? Yeah, so imagine I spend like $200, $2,000 for some fashion piece, yeah, for some item, okay. And then I get it can be a t-shirt, okay, for $100, good fashionable t-shirt, okay. Why there should be a copy of it in digital form? So that's what brings a lot of concerns, yeah. I mean, it's in terms of a dream or fashion, it's still the same fashion, the same
Not
style, but in digital
necessary,
form. Mm-hmm.
not necessarily, because the digital assets could, for example, example, unlock additional experiences also
Uh-huh.
in the physical life. I heard about a great use case in from the luxury company that is selling watches, and what they did is to create, using blockchain and using NFTs, a club of owners. Of course, NFT was a certificate that you are the owner of original good, but we are talking about watches that cost like starting from 20K, but it could be also applied even to 200 USD t-shirts, 200 US dollars. It's quite a lot for a t-shirt. So you can already provide some nice and, you know, some privileged club for the owners of this t-shirt. Why don't provide through this ownership, for example, possibility to adjust it, or I don't know, to dye it in different color, or to use some filters on top of the t-shirt only if you are the owner or of NFT, or you are taking the part of the club. So let's say the t-shirt has a print. Why not create a kind of filter where this print will become different or will animate, and you can record the video of that and share on your social media. This is something that could be fun also for older people. It's not just for teenagers.
Yeah, and you said fun, but it can add value directly. So in this case,
exactly.
And in this case, what I buy, yeah, I'm not just spending, yeah. So it's not just my expenses. I'm investing into some digital asset, and that can change all the rules of the game. So it's one of our ideas of the community about the smart fashion, what we call smart fashion. So fashion pieces connected to digital assets, tokenized this or that way. You decide, you brand decide, you fashion designers decide which way. Supercharged with AI, of course, because they should be like updated all the time. Yes, so they should have more and more functions, and technology is evolving and developing very quickly. Yeah? So we never know what's going to happen next season. By the way, welcome to next season in April and May, and I'm sure there will be more AI participants than we have now. Now we have 2 participants, by the way, yeah. So, and Sylwia, and here is another question. So, what are your thoughts about use of AI in fashion industry, in this connection of digital assets and physical side of fashion? Yeah, so not just here, not just in this connection. What is the potential of AI? Because up to now, correct me if I'm mistaken, but we see more hype and buzz, yeah, around AI in fashion. It's just rather like press releases and like news. Look, we use AI, but it's still like some second-hand OpenAI or ChatGPT implementations. Yeah, so we never met universal use of something, so it's still in perspectives. What do you think about it? So you're quite strong here.
So I have seen that Mango created for the second time marketing campaign using AI. So that means it worked the first time. Otherwise, they wouldn't repeat it. But like AI, starting from that AI is not only generative AI. So the one which is on the hype, and by the way, hype is starting to slow right now.
Yeah.
Yeah, we already see it. But AI is also a great way to collect and to use the data. And fashion companies are gold mines of data, especially the ones that are longer on the market. We have a lot of information about our past collections, about our sales, about behavior of our customers. There is so much things we can do with this data using AI, because today, yeah, we are analyzing those data, but human being is not able to pass through all millions and millions of records we may have, while AI could potentially do that, not potentially, can do that if it's properly set. So this is the first and, in my opinion, the most important use case for fashion companies. Use our data to analyze them and to understand what those data are telling us. And then at the same time, you can analyze your data and the market data in real time to understand what our customers want, how much they are willing to spend for what they want. You know, all kind of market insights are there, and there are already tools that are doing this. I mean, there is a lot of to develop still, because all those tools should be connected to the tools are using, for example, our PLMs, our SAP systems, and all that things. But still, tools are already there, and we can start to use them, and then we can start to generate images from that. And there are already companies that are doing that. For example, Yona AI, it's one of them. They are taking insights from the market, and they are generating images based on those insights and based also on brand DNA, because they are doing a training for the brand. And this is a super cool thing, because this is something that can really help designers to design better collections. Nobody is saying that AI have to design for us. Yeah. But AI can be a great assistant to designer. And this is how we should to think about that. The other use case for me, it's at the end of the chain. So where we already have, in my case and in my perfect world, 3D assets that were used for product development process. And instead of spending hours, if not days, to make those 3D assets perfect and looking like the real garment, just upscale it with AI. Just add AI model to that. Just create an animation and video using AI. And in this way, you can create the whole marketing campaign. And also here, nobody is saying that we have to stop to use physical models, that we have to stop to, to use physical garments for that. But you can mix both things. In this way, you have much more content. And what people are buying from today is content. As said, even millennials are buying already directly on social media. And to be able to sell on social media, you need content. So why don't use AI to create your content? Like, a lot of people and a lot of companies already do. Why fashion brands not? Except some that are already doing it, like previously mentioned Mango.
Okay, thank you. But speaking about another side of AI, yeah. So you said that brands can use AI to build some campaigns and use it in marketing. It's okay. This is on the sides of brands, yeah. But if you said that the fashion pieces can be connected to Web3, to NFT, whatever form, to blockchain, that means to generate some value, true value, which can be bought and sold and so on, and invested. Okay, speculated, why not? So can AI agents or AI customers be your customers, the fashion brand's customers? Am I clear here? Yeah. So in crypto industry, AI bots already work as they not just buy and sell, they produce coins. Yeah. So there is maybe you know it about the gold coin. Yeah. So its market capitalization is up to 1 billion. Yeah. So, and it was launched just in October. It's a good example for fashion industry. Just move fast. Yeah. So the business was launched in October. Now its capitalization is 1 billion. It's growing. Yeah. And AI agent, yeah, launched it. AI.
I think if you are talking about something like that with fashion companies today, it's so far from what they are doing today that they can't imagine it. And then you have also a huge problem, because then you hear a lot of voices like, okay, so if AI agents are able to launch today a company which is successful, so why we are still here? I mean, why we don't allow AI bots to launch fashion brands, no? And to wear with these garments, with digital garments, another AI bots. It's like
the next question.
Completely, exactly. It's like completely separated market, and I think it scares. It really can scare people, because I am inside the technology, but thinking about, you know, producing garments for AI bots, or working for potentially working for AI bot.
They have money. They have money.
They have no, but I am completely fine with that. But still, it's something. It's something that still sounds strange, no?
It's coming.
For
it's
someone
coming.
who is, I know, and I agree with you. It's not coming. It's already here, like you said.
We have presentation
But
tomorrow.
I think it's something that we have to be very careful with rolling to fashion companies, because really we are not yet at digital product creation end-to-end in fashion companies. After years, we are trying with that. And if you start to talk with those people about something which is like 100 years ahead, they are like, no, no, it can't be.
But you know, quite practically, so we're happy to open this Fashion Week, Metaverse Fashion Week 2024, with the opening talk of Andrew Romans, a cool Silicon Valley venture capital fund founders, yeah? So like one of the leaders of the investment. And you know, he said, like, if huge companies like corporations like LVMH, if they are slow in the adoption of the technology, one day they will wake up being victims of technological change, you know, like it happened with Amazon and with the retail here 20 years ago. Yeah, so they decide. So he says there are just two options: either to be a victim, or to be a loser, or to be a winner. Yeah. So it's not about like their ideas. Their lots of time. They don't have time. I mean, yeah. And so they are in crisis now. And my next question is: do you think that venture capital layer, venture capital infrastructure, venture capital money is needed here in this new stage of fashion, what we call smart fashion? Yeah, I mean, maybe medium-sized companies, small-sized companies. Yeah, maybe it's for them investment, the growth, like way forward. Yeah, and this intersection of financial engineering, that means venture capital in a new forms, technology, and fashion. So plus AI customers, not just AI customers, but in general. This new venture capital push, is it needed in fashion industry?
Definitely. And I wanted to start with the answer to the last thing you said about LVMH. That's why I said that the future of fashion is in small and medium fashion brands, because they are much more agile. The thing we really need is to let them understand the value, because in huge fashion brand you have to talk with a lot of people, and you have to convince a lot of people to take certain decisions. While in small and medium fashion brands, probably you are able to arrive to decision makers straightforward, like this. The first person you are talking with, maybe the decision maker, or they are directly, they are able to send your message directly to decision maker, which is not the case of huge fashion companies. Like, a lot of people, a lot of startups are contacting me, but between me and people that are taking decisions about millions of investments from the company I am working for, the way is very, very long. So I am not the right person to speak with in this case, but I am probably the one easiest to approach. So, you know, it's also the reason why huge fashion companies are not yet there, and the reason why small fashion companies
Uh-huh.
This could be there much faster, but here the answer for your question, we really need investment.
Yeah,
Because
good.
small fashion companies, they would love to use those tools, but in a lot of cases, they have no capacity in terms of money. If there will be a way to let them try these services, and these services can be paid later, like, you know, you use it today, you start to scale up using these services, and then you pay, or I don't know, another kind of financing these activations. I am completely sure that after a period we are doing it in this way, we will have enough proofs of concepts to show to the fashion industry that the thing may really scale up very, very fast. The problem today with small fashion companies is that it's not that easy to convince them, because if you are asking them for investment, which can be even 50K, which is not that much, but for them 50K is a lot.
Yeah,
but if we will show that with that 50K, they made in 1 year 500,000, then there will be always more and more companies that are willing to do this kind of investment, till the point we will arrive that we don't need to finance it anymore, because companies will be going to us like, take my money. Because I have seen 10 of my competitors that you know did 500% of revenue in 1 year.
Great. So thank you for this positive note. Yeah. So, and you are more than welcome to next season Metaverse Fashion Week, and so we're going to organize some offline events as well here in Silicon Valley. So please come. It's going to be in April and May. We'll discuss the details later. We talked to Marco Ruffo, we talked to Stefano Galassi, and he's coming here to San Francisco in January. So he's already bringing a couple of brands, he said. Yeah. So we started collaboration in this direction, and in spring, potentially in April, May, yeah, we'll organize the bigger event. So you're more than welcome. So get prepared to it. Your voice is very important for the community. And okay, at the end of this talk, this session, please give us some positive prediction for 2025. So, and to end up at the very.
I will repeat myself. Small and medium fashion enterprises will rock in 2025. And I am completely sure, also because I am starting to work on that personally, that we will see some small fashion brands that will be able to show how use of technology completely changed the face of fashion.
Cool. So thanks a lot, dear Sylwia. Yeah, talk to you soon, and we're going to prepare like additional push and video and written interviews and to promote the ideas. Thank you so much, and let's meet the next year. Yeah, so let's develop. Yeah, let's evolve.
See you in the spring, and thank you a lot for your invitation.